This is the story of how Lord Shiva, in his infinite compassion, made the ultimate sacrifice, and in doing so became Neelkanth, the one with the blue throat. A long time ago, before the existence of time, there was a grand cosmic event called Samudra Manthan, the churning of the ocean. The gods and demons, who had long been engaged in a fight for dominance, realized that the only way to ensure their victory and immortality was to obtain the nectar of life, the Amrit. But there was one problem. The Amrit was hidden deep in the heart of the ocean, guarded by its many secrets. The gods and demons joined forces to acquire the nectar. Despite being mortal enemies, they knew they could succeed only if they came together. Thus began the churning of the ocean. The mighty Mount Mandara was used as the churning rod, and the great serpent, Vasuki, as the rope. The demons took one end of the serpent, and the gods took the other. Together, they began to churn the ocean with all their might, hoping for the Amrit to rise to the surface. The ocean began to stir. At first, only treasures appeared, magnificent jewels, sacred goddesses, and divine horses. But then, something far more dangerous emerged. From the depths of the ocean, a thick cloud of poison rose with terrifying speed. It spread across the heavens and earth, suffocating all life in its path. The poison was so deadly that it threatened to destroy the entire universe. The gods began to panic, since they knew they were helpless against such a powerful force. They had no power to stop the poison, and they knew that if it was not stopped soon, everything in the universe would be consumed by it. In their moment of despair, they turned to the one being who could save them, Lord Shiva. Shiva, the Lord of Destruction, was known for his great strength and his calm, fearless nature. He was the one who could bear the weight of the universe's greatest burdens. As the gods gathered around him, they cried out in unison, "Shiva, you are our only hope. Please, save us from this poison." Without hesitation, Lord Shiva opened his eyes. His calm, deep gaze swept over the chaos, and he understood immediately what had to be done. There was no time to waste. Without a single word, he walked toward the swirling poison that was quickly swallowing everything in its path. Everyone else watched in awe as their protector stepped forward. "I will take the poison upon myself," Shiva declared, his voice steady and strong. "If this poison is allowed to spread, it will destroy the entire universe. I cannot let that happen." The gods and demons, stunned by his selflessness, stepped aside. Shiva took a deep breath, opened his throat wide, and swallowed the poison. The moment the poison touched his throat, it began to burn with an intensity that was unimaginable. It was as if the very fires of creation were consuming him from within. The poison was so powerful that it threatened to destroy his very being. Yet, Shiva did not flinch. His resolve was unshakable. As the poison churned inside him, something miraculous happened. His throat, which had been pure, began to turn a deep, terrifying blue. The poison, although deadly, could not harm him, but it left its mark. Shiva's neck transformed, becoming a deep shade of blue that glowed with an eerie, divine light. This blue neck became a permanent feature of Shiva's form, a symbol of his sacrifice and his willingness to protect the world. The gods, seeing this, were filled with both awe and gratitude. The poison had no place to go. It was contained within Shiva's throat, where it could do no further harm. The gods, relieved that the universe was saved, praised Shiva for his courage and his willingness to bear the poison for the sake of all creation. Whenever anyone gazed upon his blue neck, they were reminded that true strength comes not from avoiding suffering, but from facing it with love, compassion, and the willingness to protect all life. And so, Lord Shiva's blue neck remains to this day, glowing with the eternal light of sacrifice and protection, a symbol of his boundless love for the world.